So, we're talking about judgment. Put the fellas walk a bit. We'll get it eventually. Hello. Okay. No. So we were talking about judgment and the effect that judgment has on how you will behave from now on. In any person's life, the way in which your mindset has been created has been the judgment and the value systems of the people that you have listened to, that you've paid attention to, and that you have spent time with. Because we assimilate the mindset of other people as easily as we assimilate their accent and we assimilate their fears and their frustrations. If we are going to depend on the opinion of other people, the consent of other people, on their shoulds and oughts for us, then we are probably going to spend a lot of time feeling miserable and spend a lot of energy attempting to feel adequate. You are perfect for the step that you're on right now in life. If you can get this into your understanding, into your mindset, then you will not experience the distress and the distraught nature that comes when you are basing your life on the judgment and the opinion of other people. The reality is, anybody who counts in your life is somebody who is supporting your vision and your goal. Those people who are not supportive of your goal and your vision are not really priority people in your life. You may think they are, but they aren't. And the sooner you can begin to weed those people out, and you can weed out the things that they've said to you that have influenced you, the quicker you will move on and develop the kind of mindset that supports you, that allows you to be the whole person that you were designed to be, to live your life to the potential that you have. If somebody has given you the idea that you should do this, you ought to be doing this, I'd expect you to be doing this, you didn't live up to my expectations, or you didn't live up to my criteria of success. They are their opinions. They are based on their thoughts and their experiences and their life, not on you. They're telling you you didn't live up to my expectations. If their expectations of you weren't met, then they are disappointed. But you don't need to be disappointed. They need to adjust their mindset and their expectations to meet the reality in front of them, rather than you having to adjust what you're doing to meet their expectations. They need to adjust to you, because you are the center of your universe. You are the core of your family. You are the fountain of energy that supports yourself and the community that feeds off you. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that you are the fountain of positivity and peace, of success and ease that other people can benefit from. You can give back when you feel free, when you feel full up of confidence and calm. If you give back out of fear, then you empty yourself completely, and you will be nothing but a broken shell on the inside, because you've lived your life up to the expectations of other people. You Once upon a time, a very wise man called David Hubbard, who was training me in one of the modalities that I learned, I mentioned to him that I thought I should do something. And he said, "Oh my God, you just should it on yourself, in the same way as a bird would drop on your shoulder." And he said, "Get that should off you." So, think about it. Who gave me the should that I should have done something? Who gave me that? That was somebody else's notion of what was good, of what was appropriate in the situation. I was basing my ideas, my life, and the quality of my life, and the quality of my happiness on somebody else's notion, who really hadn't a major interest in my life, who didn't have a focus on me as a person, and it was only, they weren't even doing that. I was giving them the power to decide what I should and shouldn't do. So I had completely disempowered myself based on what I thought they were thinking. If I had gone back to them, they would have told me, "Sure, I don't care what you do. At the end of the day, it's your life. Live it the way you want to live." But I was waiting, I was hoping that I was actually conforming to their notion. Now, as a child, up to the age of, say, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you do have that period of time when you want to conform, when you want to be good, we have this notion that we should be good, that we should conform, that we should fit in, and everything like this. And as parents, you expect that of your children, that they will learn to be good. And really what you're doing is you're giving them your mindset. What is your notion of good? What is your notion of appropriate? Recently I was while reading an article about children in France don't throw food. Well, children in Ireland don't either. But the implication from the ad was that children in Ireland are less well behaved than children in France. This was the writer's opinion, based on what they had possibly had seen in one restaurant, and they had written an article about this. Oftentimes, the opinions that influence us are from people that we call influencers in our life. They may be columnists, they may be people who make videos, they may be people who make music, and then they have an opinion that they express. And when we allow these influencers to influence us, we give them the power to determine our happiness, to determine our measure of success, to determine what we are doing. So my suggestion is that you allow yourself the freedom to decide what is appropriate for you. I know that you are doing your very best every single second of your life, for yourself and for other people, because you have now arrived at the point where you understand that the core, the ultimate goal of your life is to love yourself unconditionally, to treat yourself with respect, to value yourself and your time and your energy and your resources so much that you begin to determine for yourself what is appropriate for you in this situation, what is the best course of action for you to take, what is the best mindset for you to have. Not that you are looking to become a complete radical in terms of community and in terms of everything else, but rather that you are willing to step out and be the individual that you were born to be. If you were born to be a conformist, you would have been born with the same cloned mindset as everybody else. You would not have the creativity, you would not have had the capacity to individuate. And as we grow up, we're supposed to become individuals. Some people don't. And oftentimes, they are the people who tell us what is normal and what we are doing that is abnormal, and what it is that helps you to fit in, because they're specialists in fitting in. And in order to live your life to the fullest, you cannot, unfortunately, fit in. Because if you're fitting in, you're fitting back down to the normal that other people are living by, and that normal is not the happiest of places to live in for you, because you are now aware, you are conscious, and you are switching on more and more of your awareness and consciousness every moment of every hour of every day. You have become a sentient person, you have become a thinker, and you have become a person who is willing to stand up for yourself, to do what's appropriate for you. So do not waste any more energy, any more time focusing on the judgment of other people. Don't put yourself in situations where you will be judged, because they are simply imposing their structure on you. Now, that's appropriate if you have to do it for work, right? But as far as possible in your own life, do your best to not allow the thoughts of other people, the ideas, their notions of what's appropriate, to control your thinking, your actions, the way that you think, the way that you talk, the way that you feel, or the way that you are in your living your life. Okay. So, in order to give you the strength of character so that you can stand up and be that individual, I'm going to invite you now to close your eyes and to place your hand on your solar plexus, which is just at the bottom of your chest, just there, where your ribs come in together. There's a V shape that goes upwards. Place your hand there, rest it there. Close your eyes. And just imagine that inside here, there is a doorway, just like the doorway you stepped through when you stepped into the palace of your mind. And when you stepped through that doorway, you entered into the beautiful palace of your mind, with the long mirror on the left-hand side stretching back into your past, with all of those post-its around it, with the many lessons that you learn from each encounter. And the mirror on the other side that stretches out into the future, working towards that ultimate goal, because now you can see the goal right out there in the distance. And it is beautiful. Now walk down the corridor, enjoying seeing all of those memories revitalized in front of you. Travel up the steps. And gradually reach the top of the stairs. And just allow yourself to be there for a few moments and take in the peace and the tranquility. Take in the sunshine that's streaming in through the roof lights and the skylights, through the windows and the doors that are all open. When you're ready, walk into the room that is painted yellow. The floor is yellow, the walls are yellow, the ceiling is yellow. And the light that's streaming through the window is a beautiful, bright yellow color. I'm going to invite you to stand there, facing the window, facing the sunshine. And as you stand there, just allow the sunshine to pour in through your forehead, to stream into your brain, passing through the flesh, passing through the cells, passing in the space between the electrons and the protons and the neutrons in every single molecule, every single atom of your body, flowing in the back of your forehead, bending and curving and twisting and turning throughout the various contortions in your brain, lighting up the darkest corners, healing, melting away the fear, brightening up your brain, warming it up once again. Dispelling all fear, all shame and all guilt. Dispelling all memories where you were made to feel guilty or shamed into doing things, cajoled into doing things that didn't agree with what you wanted for yourself. But you still did them because you wanted to conform. Allow that sunshine now to begin to travel down the back of your eyes and to wipe away all of those visual memories of times when you were being scolded, when you were being chastised, when you were being given out to, for doing what you thought was right. Let the sunshine go through your ears and wipe away all the auditory memories of those times when you've heard words that chided you for doing the things that you thought were right, were appropriate for you, but that didn't fit the model that other people had, or their ideas of what was appropriate for you. Slowly and gently allow that sunshine to travel down into your mouth and into your throat, wiping away all of those words that you've spoken, where you have denigrated yourself, where you've talked badly about yourself, where you've diminished yourself, where you've given away your word, you've given away your power. Let the sunshine travel down through your heart, activating a high level of forgiveness, forgiving yourself and forgiving all of those people who have tried to shape you and turn you into them. Quietly and gently allow the sunshine to travel down to where your hand is and to activate a wonderful, fantastic, incredible energy center that turns a child into a human adult by helping them to stand up for themselves, to have the courage and the strength of character to stand up for what they believe in. So just breathe in and breathe out and feel the warmth of the sunshine radiating out from here, down into your feet, out into your fingers, up into your brain, into your back and your front, into every part of your whole brain and body, so that you are able to stand up for yourself. And radiating out from this spot, just allow a beautiful coloured 8 to begin at your solar plexus, there at the bottom of your chest and the top of your stomach. And let it radiate out in a great big arc, stretching out in front of you, taking in the entire universe in front of you, reaching as far as you go, of unconditional love for yourself, and everything that's encompassed in getting there. Allow it to bring all of that goodness into your life, all that positivity, all of that hope and that love and that joy. And as the 8 circles out through the back of your body, stretch back into your history, into all of the events of your life, to the lessons that you've learned and the experiences you've had, whether they were happy or sad, traumatic or joyful. And draw from each one of those the experience that you need now to stand up for yourself, to have the confidence and the calm, the peace of body, the peace of mind, the courage to be you, totally you. Allow that coloured 8 to continue to flow through your solar plexus, radiating out in a continuous loop, in a pattern of 8. Drawing in the future, drawing in the past, so that every moment of every second you are moving forward, leaving more of the past behind, and getting closer and closer to living the dream. And because you're looping in all of the positivity and the peace and the love and the joy of that goal that you have set, you're already moving closer and closer. You're already experiencing that level of success. You're on the journey. And remember that the journey is a journey of life. The goal is a destination. We're getting there successfully. Staying on course is the key to achieving your success safely and easily, happily and comfortably, efficiently and effectively in the time that you have given yourself. Now, when you feel ready, allow that pattern of 8 to radiate out from you, out towards your right, stretching out as far as the end of the universe and drawing into you all of the resources that you need back into your solar plexus and everything on your right hand side. And radiating back out again through your solar plexus into your left hand side and drawing in everything that you need to your solar plexus to resource you, body and mind and spirit. And along with the pattern that goes stretching out there in front of you and drawing in the future and the past, you're now drawing in the resources, the foods that you need to eat for your body and your mind, the nutrients you need to absorb, the water, the oxygen, the positivity and the peace, the opportunities to express yourself creatively, productively, and to be yourself, to live out your life peacefully and calmly, safely and easily, comfortably, happily, in the most efficient and effective way possible, in the most successful way possible. So breathe gently and breathe softly. And allow another pattern of 8 to begin at your solar plexus that stretches up, straight up in a line that goes up over your head and down your back and comes in at the back of your solar plexus, goes down between your feet, down into the earth and draws up from the earth all of Mother Nature's resources, all of your reflexes and your patterns that will be of benefit to you in staying connected to the earth, in staying connected to your history, in staying connected to reality. And then allow it to stretch back up again and to draw down from the heavens, from the universal energy that surrounds us, and to draw into your solar plexus all that you need, so that your body, mind and spirit are fully resourced, and that you can stand up for yourself, be the individual that you need to be, live the life that you were born to live, follow your passion, just be. Every time that you feel that you're being impressed upon to follow somebody else's ideas, just allow yourself now to create that pattern of hate, to create a dynamic force field around you that protects your body and your mind, your spirit, and your entire system, so that you can continue to be you, even in the presence of people who are influencers and dominant, and who would love to have you under their thumb, to follow their guidelines, so that you can give them your power, and that they can feel good about themselves. It's your job to love yourself unconditionally, to grow yourself unconditionally, to turn out to be the best possible version of you that can be produced, to put everything into growing yourself into the person that you can be, that you will be. So breathe in and breathe out, and just allow yourself now to be. In your mind, just say the words, I am perfect right now. I am me. I am perfect for the step that I'm on at the moment. I am the perfect version of me right now. In the end, whose opinion counts most? Whose judgment matters? Breathe in and breathe out and be you, and I will be me.